Hello and welcome to the 5th event of the B League of Quack's Marble Clash, Rafting. We saw this event in the main league, but in the previous event, the Balls of Water got their second gold of the season to bring them all the way to the top of the standings over the Viper Venom and the Rose Rollers. Of course, they're both still close. You can see the bracket there. It's still seeded by the standings, as we saw in the main league. So let's begin with the first match, the Balls of Water and the Snow Skaters. Of course, it's simply staying upright that matters the most. We see here, the Balls of Water, they were almost about to flip over, but they're managing to keep the weight under them. They look like they're going to, but nope. Now we go to round 2. This time they hit each other pretty much head on, and no changes here. The Snow Skaters are well down in the order, only 10 points so far this season. And they want to escape the bottom 4 and try to prevent getting relegated. They could definitely use a win here that would already guarantee a top half finish, and the Balls of Water flip over right there. They will not be getting their third gold, but that does certainly help the Snow Skaters, who desperately need some points and are already guaranteed at least 8 from this event. Now the next match, the Azure Diamonds and Team Pixie. See how things go. They glance off each other, and the Azure Diamonds just can't hold it together. Team Pixie will get a pretty easy advancement there. There was a lot of jostling there at the bottom, but Team Pixie managed to keep it together. As we head to the next round, the Soaring Skies and the Wizard Lizards. Wizard Lizards, one of those teams near the cutoff for the bottom 4. They need to be careful, but they will be careful here. The Soaring Skies just couldn't keep it together. It's weird. The Wizard Lizards actually got to the back of the raft and tried to weigh it down, which a unique strategy, but it paid off. Now the Orange Fizz and the Night Knights. Orange Fizz close to the top of the standings, and we'll be getting a top half here. The Night Knights completely flip over in the track. The Orange Fizz went well off to the far side, and that was another strategy. We're seeing a lot more bold strategies than we did in the main league. It's now the Rose Rollers and the Gigawatts, and they both lose one marble, but neither of them actually flips over, so we will have another tiebreaker. We saw in the main league, sometimes it comes down to several tiebreakers, and it's about endurance, but we'll see if that happens for these two. Both of them having a pretty similar experience here, just getting turned at a slight angle and losing a member. See if something similar happens. Oh, once again, they both lose one member, and once again, they'll both stay upright. These two proving that they know their stuff. They're not going to let it slip that easily. The Gigawatts looked like they were about to lose control, but just managed to hang on. Now we head to the next tiebreaker between these two. And the Gigawatts look like they're losing a bit of control, but once again keeping it together, so we'll have another tiebreaker. Let's see about the... Oh, this time the Gigawatts lose 3 members, but that one member manages to hold on. Wow, they gotta be thinking that, if I'm not mistaken, that is Amp, who is the one member keeping their hopes alive as they head into the next tiebreaker. See, once again... Oh, this time the Gigawatts can't hold it together. After losing those 3 in the last one, it showed they were running out of steam, and the Rose Rollers will take advantage. They will move on to the next round. Now the Avocados and the Flying Saucers. See what these two can do toward the middle of the standings, and the Avocados, they will just barely hang on. Look at that. They're almost completely vertical, but managed to stay in the raft, and that's all that matters. Now we go once more. This time they swap sides, and hard impact, but no changes here. The Avocados will shift around a bit in their raft, but no one falling out. Now let's try one more time. And this time the Flying Saucers are a bit over top to the Avocados, but still hanging on. We're seeing a lot more ties than we did in the main league. I don't think we ever saw any matches go beyond the 3rd tiebreaker, but this time this would already be the 2nd that's doing so. And this time they had no movement whatsoever, just completely slammed into each other, and those two, the noses of their rafts just came together and locked each other up. Let's try again, and same thing happening here. These two just will not quit. They're definitely want to prove that they have what it takes to go on to the next round. Try one more time, and the Flying Saucers lose one, but they still keep control of their raft, perhaps sacrificing them to maintain their momentum and balance. Let's try once again. And the Avocados, they get... the nose of the Flying Saucers raft got underneath them, and that's all it took. The Avocados went for several rounds, but they will not be moving on. The Flying Saucers, though, proving to be a tough opponent. Now, the Pink Pallets and the Gugos, Oh, the Gugos were really late in getting to the bottom, and that actually worked. The pink pallets got caught off guard there, and looked like there was a bit of jostling between the Gugos raft trying to shove the pink pallets out of directly out of the raft, and it actually worked. But now the Viper Venom and the Jelly Jammers desperately need some points here, and the Viper Venom lost one, but it will hold up, just barely. Jelly Jammers desperately need points, as I mentioned. They're down toward the bottom, wanting to not get relegated. But so far it's not coming. Let's try one more time. Oh, they won't be coming here. They get flipped over completely. That was a pretty clean victory for the Viper Venom. So look at the bottom half now. The Avocados, unsurprisingly, will take the win of the rest with so many ties against the Flying Saucers, and the Night Knights can't say the same. They're already down in that bottom 4 group. It's not looking good. Only 3 more events that they have to make up the ground, but now looking at the standings, the Balls of Water did not move on, so teams like the Viper Venom do have a great opportunity to try and take the point lead here. It's now Team Pixie and the Snow Skaters, and no real movement here. They both just come to a complete stop in the center, and not even jostling around much within the raft, just completely stable. We try once more, and oh, this time the Snow Skaters were kind of turned sideways, slid into the bottom pit here, but still no changes. Let's go once more. Now they come together, and once again just staying completely still, nothing changing here. Both of these teams, of course, the Snow Skaters need more points, much more, but Team Pixie not in the greatest situation in points either. Now they go again. And this time Team Pixie gets rearranged a bit in their raft, but still no changes here. Try once again. Nope, and still, once again, these two just will not give up. And so they re-rack once more, keep swapping sides, and oh, this time they glance off each other, but still both of them managing to keep the rafts upright. Well, of course, only one of them can advance, but they both have proven they have what it takes. Will it be this time? No. These two have already gone for so many rounds that whoever does lose will at the very least pretty much guarantee a pretty solid finish. And this time, Team Pixie glances off a little bit, but still no changes here. Now they re-rack once again. Can't imagine this goes on for too much longer, but of course these two proving their skill in this event. Now let's try once again, and oh, this time, what happened there? The Snow Skaters, out of sorts from the track, didn't even get to the bottom, and what happened there? It looks like they just got flipped out of the track completely, and that will end their run. The Snow Skaters all across the bed of this little miniature pool here, but now the Orange Fizz and the Wizard Lizards finally getting to see some new faces, and oh, this time, no ties here. The Orange Fizz will immediately lose all of theirs. The Wizard Lizards lost one, but they will move on. That's another team struggling so far in the standings, and now Flying Saucers and the Rose Rollers. See what they can do. Rose Rollers trying to catch the Balls of Water in the standings, and well, they will tie in the first round. We'll see if this goes for as long as that last match did, or not quite as much. Let's see. And oh, this time the Rose Rollers come in way too late. It's fine. We saw a similar tactic from the Pink Pallets with the Flying Saucers, and this time it actually paid off. Now the Viper Venom and the Gugos. Speaking of the Gugos, they used an interesting tactic in the first round, and they won't try anything here. Both of them come to pretty much a complete stop. Now we go once again. And, oh, this time the Gugos are a bit over top, but still nothing. Maybe they're trying to use that same strategy as in the first round where they tried to delay their launch. And, oh, we're hearing that they did flip over just before, after the camera cut away, and the Viper Venom will move on, but now looking at it, the Viper Venom have a great opportunity to take the lead here because they could get a medal. Very good chances of that. Of course, before that, Team Pixie and the Wizard Lizards. Oh, and they will tie for the first round. We've seen how much endurance Team Pixie has. We'll see if it's something similar, if perhaps this match will go by a bit quicker. Of course, both these teams have already won multiple matches and proven their skill in this event. And this time the Wizard Lizards get rearranged a bit in the raft, but still no one getting ejected. Now they try once more, and oh, the Team Pixie really had a hard impact there, but still no changes here. Oh, but they're just losing control and they can't do it. The Wizard Lizards will come away with the victory here. Team Pixie will have to settle for a bronze at best. It looked like they had it for so long, but perhaps they just wasted all their energy in the previous round with so many tiebreakers, and it all came undone. Now the Viper Venom and the Flying Saucers, and oh, this time the Flying Saucers lose one, but managed to keep the boat upright. The Viper Venom also struggling a bit in their raft, but managing to keep it together as they re-rack once more. And this time the Flying Saucers got to the bottom a bit faster. The Viper Venom lose one here, but still no changes. The Viper Venom could very easily take the point lead here if they win this match, guaranteeing at least a silver. But the Flying Saucers are lower in the standings. They could definitely use a good points haul, and they've already guaranteed at least 4th. But if they want to go higher, of course, they want to get a medal. And no changes still. Now they try once more, and oh, the Viper Venom lose one again. The Viper Venom continuing to lose members. It's hard to say if that's an intentional strategy or if that's purely just letting them slip. Hard to say, but not a good sign. Oh, but what happened there? The Flying Saucers just, even though they were so consistent throughout that match, just completely came undone there. So the Viper Venom guaranteed at least a silver, so are the Wizard Lizards. Two very reptilian rivals going to the final, but before that we have the 3rd place match between the Flying Saucers and Team Pixie. Both of these teams have gone through several tiebreakers and probably exhausted completely, but still have to keep marching on if they want to finish on the podium. And the Team Pixie almost lost control there, but they managed to hold it on. Let's see if they can do it again. Oh, no, they completely lose control. They went far off to the side, and it all came undone. The Flying Saucers will come away with bronze here. Team Pixie coming just shy of the podium. And now, for the final, the Viper Venom and the Wizard Lizards. Two completely opposite tales, and the Viper Venom almost losing control, but managed to keep it together. They could definitely use a medal here to take the point lead. I'm pretty sure they've already all but guaranteed that, and now they each lose one, but still managing to hold up. The Wizard Lizards, in the meantime, they could use this to escape the threat of relegation. Let's see, they go once again, and oh, they both flip over. It's super hard to tell. It was, oh, just by the slimmest of margins. The Wizard Lizards will come away with gold here in rafting. The Viper Venom will have to settle for silver, will not get their 2nd gold of the season. And the Flying Saucers, of course, round out the podium with bronze. So looking at the results there, the Wizard Lizards, the only team that can say they won all of their matches, made it through so many tiebreakers and whatnot, but managed to get it done, and they will come away with valuable 25 points. The Viper Venom getting yet another medal, and of course they rise to the standings, unsurprisingly. The Balls of Water will have to settle for 2nd now, and the Wizard Lizards, look at that, went all the way up to 4th in the standings. The bottom 4, meanwhile, don't have much more time if they want to escape relegation as we head into the next B-League event, which will be Sand Moguls. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.